What's up, everybody? Well, today I thought I'd going to introduce you to another vacuum that currently resides in my vacuum collection. This time it's something a bit different than you're used to seeing on my channel. This is a vacuum that I've neglected to show for about a while now. Here is an Electrolux Epic Series 3500 SR upright vacuum. For those of you who are probably thinking of the name Electrolux, you're thinking of that weird Chinese brand that's sold at Lowe's, Target, Best Buy, or Walmart, other department stores, to name a few. No, that's a totally different company. That company actually was manufactured by Honeywell. This Electrolux is totally different. Well, actually, they're now known as Aerus. So this was before they changed their name to Aerus. Now, the Electrolux name has been out since the way early 1900s when they first started making vacuums. They did door-to-door sales, kind of like Kirby did. But only this vacuum was a much different design than the Kirby. In fact, this is one of the first style, actually not really, this is one of the many revisions of Electrolux's upright vacuum lineup. The first one being the Discovery, and it was revolutionary when it debuted in the 80s. It was the first upright with a dual motor system, which most dual motor systems you can find on vacuums back then were just canisters. One motor to work the power brush and another one that made suction. So basically, in thought, Electrolux just stuffed a motor unit of a canister on top of a power brush and then just made an upright out of it, and out came the Discovery. And it was quite interesting. A cool way to have this dual motor system is definitely helped if you were cleaning bare floors. So you get a 3-position switch, one for brush roll, one for just suction only. So you can control your brush roll on demand for cleaning bare floors. So you don't have to worry about that spinning brush roll spitting dirt out from behind the vacuum, which is a thing which is known to happen on upright vacuums that don't have a brush roll shutoff, but has a setting for bare floors. So that basically solved that issue. So now that I've given you kind of a quick history of the vacuum and its development, let's go ahead and get a walkthrough of the actual machine. So right up here on top of the handle, you do have your main power switch right here. I do want to say this front section of the handle might have been replaced. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this should be a much darker gray than it actually is. As you see, the back portion is dark gray. But I kind of like it with the two-tone gray. Light up front, dark in the back. Kind of gives it a little bit of character to me. Instead of just gray on gray, we'll have it look just plain and boring. And the 3500 SR was one of the top of the line uprights back then at the time. The other one being the Epic Series 2500 SR, which was essentially this vacuum without a headlight, and it lacked some of the higher end features, like I'm going to show later on in the video. But that one was basically the newest revision of the Discovery. No headlight, gray color scheme like this. And this is one of the 3 color schemes for the Epic series. This dark gray version premiered back in the mid-90s. And there was the early version of this that replaced the Genesis series, which that one was the beige colored one. And the Epic series debuted as being light gray up top with navy blue floor head. And I like this dark gray model. It reminds me of the one my aunt used to have, and which is partially the reason why I wanted this. My aunt had this exact model, just like it. which arguably I believe she still has to this day, but these were really great vacuums. So let's get back into it. To get access to your bag on these, you simply just push one of the two buttons on the back here, and then you could flip this forward to get access to your bag, which right here is your Style U bag, is what Electrolux makes for these. This is branded by DVC. It is a HEPA cloth bag. I like this because it definitely helps out with performance and as well as filtration. Right here, this button right here is actually a safety switch, so the vacuum won't run unless the bag is in its place. See, it's got a nice rubber collar for a good seal. These cardboard tabs will actually stretch out the bag so it fits over the mouth opening right here. Right here is actually the suction port for where the vacuum head picks it up and sucks it through here, and it runs all into the bag in a very true top fill design. Right here is your little flap for a hose hookup. Right there's your bag check indicator that uses a slider mechanism that's controlled by suction. So if you're getting reduced suction, it will rise up to let you know that you have a full bag or there's a block in the suction. So as we move along right down here, you have your post motor filter. This one has definitely seen better days. It actually lost one of the locking tabs right up front, so I'm probably gonna have to look into getting a replacement for it. But for now, it works for the time being. So let's go ahead and tip this thing back to show you the underside of the head. It has this very nice L shape that Electrolux was definitely known for back then. An easy way you can tell is right here, this part of the brush extends out, so you can do a nice little side swipe underneath furniture. And this is how the vacuum looks like when it's totally lying flat. It's got a very low profile. You could definitely get under a lot of furniture like this. Definitely can beat a Kirby as far as low profile and getting under furniture is concerned. Right here is your little red button. That's a reset button. If something gets jammed in the brush roll, you just hit that button and reset your brush roll. So right here is your brush roll. It is a soft bristle brush roll. That's a chevron style. As you can see, the bristles, if you line them just right, they make kind of a W shape. It funnels everything into the center suction path. This definitely could use quite a bit of cleaning. So anyway, let's go ahead and put this back up. You got nice big wheels on the back there. Right here is unfortunately what's left of the model number. It was ripped off previously. Back here you do have a nice carrying handle. So you can carry it up and down the stairs if you have second floors like I do. And right back here is your very long, I think it's about a 34-foot power cord. But anyway, let's go ahead and release the cord here. The release mechanism is, oh dear. That was not a good sign. This wasn't really the best design in my opinion. I'm probably gonna have to fix this later. But for now, it holds in place. It's pretty flimsy, I might add. So now let's go ahead and plug this thing in. And we'll go ahead and show you this thing running. So you simply step down on either side of the head to release it into its vacuuming position. And let's go ahead and turn the thing on and we'll show you it cleaning. There's the first position for suction only. As you can hear, the vacuum is very quiet. I'm not yelling over the noise. And push the second position down. That turns the brush roll on. As you can see, the headlight does turn on with the brush roll motor. Kind of an odd feature on an upright, which they definitely carried over from their canisters when they made this, because I'm thinking they were probably lazy with the wiring and didn't wire the headlight in directly to the motor. So it's not a major deal. It's just one little small little detail that I kind of find kind of odd, but the vacuum works fine regardless. It's just you can't vacuum bare floors in the dark without the spinning brush roll. Show you what this L-shaped head is capable of. Get underneath furniture just nice. Here's just how low profile this thing has. The thing I like about this is that since this has basically a foot-operated release lever, there's no second position that you have to press the lever again just to get it to go totally flat. And I'm going to show you on purpose the motor protection of the brush roll. If something were to get jammed, in my hand, while my hand's burnt, that basically demonstrates the brush roll shutoff feature. Like if something like a laundry towel gets stuck there and will shut the brush roll off, you simply hit this red reset button and back up and running. Before I end the video, I would like to demonstrate this vacuum's attachments. Right over here, it comes in this nice caddy, almost similar to what you find in a Kirby vacuum of this price range. But as you can see right up front, you do have your hose. Right here, it does come with a little electrical connection. I'll show you that why. Right here, here's your little suction relief valve. It actually works by a rotary dial on this vacuum. Simply do that to give the thing more suction. Back here on the caddy, you have all your various attachments, from your 2 extension wands, a crevice tool, dusting brush, and this unique little tool right down here, what's known as a Sidekick. Basically what this is a little motorized brush roll tool that you can use for cleaning upholstery, carpeted stairs. As you see right here is its little power button. I'll go ahead and demonstrate this later in the video. But for now, let's go ahead and hook up the hose. And we'll go ahead and hook the little electrical connection down here behind the vacuum. It'll lock down. We're going to turn the thing on. Now, unfortunately, I would like to point out the suction is really not the highest, but that's mostly due to the fact that this vacuum dates back to the 90s and it's before Aerus has evolved over time. So, suction's really not the highest. So, when you pull out your 2 extension wands, connect those together, connect right up to the vacuum like such. You have a fairly long reach. So that was them. And we're going to pull out your crevice tool. Get your dusting brush. Now this hooks on in a pretty interesting way. You simply pull both sides together and you could slip on the dusting brush like so. If you clean and dust your delicate surfaces. In comes the attachments you guys have been wanting to see. The Sidekick. So basically how this connects in, Right down here is this little electrical connection to line up on the hose. We'll just slide it on, and it'll actually lock into place. So it holds securely. You just press this to release it. And you can only do this with just the big wand itself. You can't use it with the extension wand, otherwise it'll not be electrically connected. And then simply just push this little power button here. And now you can clean your upholstery and carpeted stairs. There's that. Let's go ahead and put this back in place. You can turn the vacuum off and pull out the hose. Alright, now I'll get and put this guy back in its spot inside here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video of the Electrolux Epic Series 3500 SR. Be sure and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.